What's up, y'all? We're back out here at the range, as you can see behind me, on another bright sunny morning. Temps have just barely climbed above freezing out here. It's supposed to get low to mid 60s by the end of the day, so it's gonna be a chilly one. Luckily, there ain't no crazy wind blowing out here, so it shouldn't be too bad of a day. But either way, I'm gonna make the most of it and get a few good tests done today, and we're gonna start things out with some 9mm. So as always, the jelly contraption's ready to roll out here with a couple of chronos and 2 fresh blocks of gel. No tests done yet, so we get a really nice clear picture on this one. I am using a heavy clothing barrier as always that has a layer of denim, fleece, and 2 layers of cotton t-shirt. And once again, we've got some 124 grain 9mm that was sent to me by Alan, so again, I appreciate that big time. This time we've got the 4140 Armory 124 grain standard pressure 9mm. Now this is another one I had personally never heard of. They are from down in Texas there. You can see they got the big flag on the back, made in Texas. Now looking at this projectile, you can see their brass case. It looks like a gold dot. I think this is sure enough a gold dot. It's some kind of bonded projectile. There's no doubt about it. And I'm about 99.9% sure this one is a gold dot and not just an X-Def or something that looks similar. But if y'all know for sure, let me know. Now, what I will say is, looking for some info on this stuff, they're showing 1175 feet per second. I didn't see any kind of test barrel, and what they're offering now, this has got match defense HP on it. They're calling the other stuff force defense or force match, something like that, but it's got the same 1175 velocity. And as far as the projectile, I can't really tell if it's the same or not, so I don't know if this is what you would get right now if you got these. But I can tell you right now, this stuff is definitely a good deal right now if you take a look at it, so maybe it'll wind up being some good stuff. Now again, I couldn't find any info as far as test barrel length. If I'm guessing with the 124-9, probably 4.5 inch. So I've got a couple of different barrel lengths here, pretty much the standard that I usually use. For the shorty, we've got the 3.1 inch barrel Canik MC9, and then for the longer one, we've got the G17 Gen 4 with the 4.5 inch barrel. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what happens here. As far as velocity, if we get somewhere around that, that's pretty decent for standard pressure 9mm. And then that projectile, again, I'm pretty sure that's a gold dot. All right, let's see what kind of velocity numbers we get from these Lone Star loads. I'm gonna do a 5-round average from each barrel length, starting with this MC9 first. Now you're gonna see multiple velocity readings with this lab radar. The first large one is right here at the muzzle, and then you've got 5 across the bottom. The first one of those is set for 3 yards, which is roughly where the gel is here at 10 feet. And then I've got the others set for 10, 15, 25, and 50 yards. Now remember, the box is saying 1175 on this, but no idea what barrel length, so I really don't expect to see that here. Hopefully we do get pretty close. 1126, 1128, 1122, 1141, and 1113. So we started out incredibly consistent, still ended up pretty consistent. Let's check out the average. All right, so not the 1175 from the box, but again, I didn't really expect that. We got 1126 feet per second right there with extreme spread of 28 and a 10.0 standard deviation. So nice consistent stuff. At 1126, I'm guessing that 1175 is probably out of a 4.5 inch barrel. So we'll probably see that or come very close with that G17. 1126, if those truly are gold dots, which again, I'm really sure that they are, we should see some good performance regardless. But let's get things reset and see what the G17 does. All right, let's see how much this G17 speeds it up. Hopefully we hit that 1175. I think we'll come very close, if not hitting it. 1185, 1159, 1155, 1175, and 1180. So a few of them we definitely hit it. A couple of them landed a little bit under. Let's check out the average. All right, so our 5-round average this time was sure enough 1171. So we're right there at that 1175, well within any kind of margin of error for atmospheric conditions and all that jazz. So 30 extreme spread with a 13.2 standard deviation. So still pretty nice and consistent right there. 1171, I have no doubt that if that is a gold dot, that's going to do a nice job. So 1171 here, and if you remember on that MC9, it was 1126, so you're talking about 45 feet per second faster out of that longer barrel. That stands to reason, so I'm pretty sure that 1175 has gotten out of a 4.5 inch. But all that being said, again, if these are gold dots, and even if there's some other kind of bonded type around, I think we're gonna get some good performance right here. But let's get it all set up. Y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, it's all good except for Austin jelly time. We'll put one through each barrel length into the gel, starting with this MC9 first. I think we're gonna see good performance from both of these right here. All right, that should be a good one. Let me go check it out. All right, you gotta love starting out the day with some nice drama-free performance, and that's exactly what we got from that one right there. So I expect more of the same from this G17. I went way too low with that. Let me go fix and send another one. Let's try that one more time. That just goes to show you these projectiles do their job even when I don't do mine properly. Let's see what happens if I move it up some. All right, that should have been more like it right there. Let's go check this out. All right, let's check this stuff out down here, y'all. Really nothing surprising down here once I realize that these are gold dot projectiles. I'm pretty much positive they are after seeing this. Very, very nice, consistent performance from all three of these for standard pressure 124. So on the top here, that was the first one from the MC9. As you can see, it comes in here, very, very nice energy transfer, very nice expansion immediately. Gold dot, don't care nothing about no clothing barrier. Goes on through here, very nice expansion, and it looks like you're probably at around 13 inches of penetration or so, and again, very, very nice expansion. And then of course, if we drop down here, I'm gonna count this one right here as my mulligan for the day, so we're gonna pretend like that one really didn't happen. This one right here was the second one from the G17. Once again, very, very nice expansion, energy transfer right here, a little bit larger area of disruption here, not a whole lot though. Travels on through here again, incredibly nice expansion right here, and this one is about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch short of that one right there, but really, really similar performance as far as penetration and expansion. And then if we do just mention this one down here at the bottom, even though it was so close down there, you still have incredible expansion. Now it's a little bit shorter, and that's probably caused by it being so close to the bottom down there. So as far as your penetration, the one up here at the top from the MC9 is sure enough just a hair shy of 13 inches on that one, so near perfect penetration right there. The one down below there, the good one from the G17, is actually right at 12 inches, so an inch short right there, but still meeting that FBI minimum if that's what you go by. And then the one way down there at the bottom, that one's actually right at about 11.5 or something like that. And here's your closer look at them. As you can see, both of them really, really nice energy transfer all the way through their track pretty much, and then just incredibly nice expansion from all three of them. And then looking from above here, pretty much the same kind of deal, just really, really nice consistent performance from these rounds. All right, let's check out these projectiles, y'all. Definitely a difference on expansion. This one right here is the G17. This one's the MC9. You can just see the depth of the cavity there. You can even see the bottom down there on this G17 with the little tiny gold dot down there. Can't quite see it on the MC9. That being said, this is incredible expansion on both of these for standard pressure 124. Very, very nice. This G17, you can see it peel back past the base. The MC9 right there at the base. And even this one here, this is the one from the bottom from the G17, and this is the one that we kept up above. You can see there's a difference there, but even that one, like I said earlier, I mean, incredible expansion. They're past the base, even on that one that was really close to the bottom down there. But let's get us some measurements and see what it did as far as retention. I'm sure it didn't lose little to nothing. The MC9 here, they both start at 124. This one is at 124.0, so absolutely nothing lost there. here. This first one from the G17 is at 124.3. So once again, nothing lost. And then this one from the G17 that was at the bottom is 124.2. So absolutely nothing lost from either one of those. And then as far as the sizes, we'll start with this MC9 here first. You got 5.89 and 5.86. So very, very nice expansion there. And then this one that we kept are in the middle from the G17. You got 6.17 and 6.12. So once again, fantastic even expansion there. And then this last one that was on the bottom from the G17, you got 6.13 and 6.00. So again, from all three of these, just incredibly nice even expansion. And there you go, y'all, the 4140 Armory 9mm 124 grain standard pressure defensive round. Very, very nice performance from this stuff. Now again, I'm pretty positive that this is a gold dot. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive these are gold dots. So I'm not sure this is what you would get if you got these right now. Like I mentioned earlier though, these things can be had at 22 bucks for 50 rounds. So I'm not sure what the projectile is in them now. It may be worth checking out just to see what kind of performance we'd get out of them and if it is or isn't gold dots still. But as far as the performance from these right here, absolutely fantastic. Again, I love how consistent it was. Really nearly the same penetration from both barrel lengths, nearly the same expansion. So it's always nice to know that you're going to get really, really nice consistent performance no matter what you might be carrying. All right, y'all, I'm gonna call it right there for a nice 9mm test to start out the day. Again, once I realized or was pretty sure that these projectiles were gold dots, there was really no doubt we were gonna see some good performance, and that's what we saw from both of these barrel lengths. Very, very nice, even, consistent performance from both of them. Like I've said tons of times, I really, really like seeing that because you don't have to worry with anything you might be carrying that day what kind of performance you're gonna get from it. But let me know down in the comments what y'all think about it. Have any of y'all out there ever used any ammo from this 4140 Armory? If you have, was it this 9mm? Was it something else? What kind of experience have you had with it? Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. If you did enjoy the video, take a second if you would and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you got those notifications turned on so you get notified when I upload stuff. Like I always remind you, if you're doing some shopping, check out those affiliate links in the video description. All kinds of good stuff down there, and anything you pick up after checking those links out, I get a kickback from them towards the channel, so I really do appreciate that. Big thanks as always to all my Range Gang members and every single one of y'all for supporting the channel. I've got a couple more really interesting things planned for out here today, so stay on the lookout for those. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.